Hello and welcome to D6 Tricks, the Twitch show where if I feel like it, I'll stream whatever tabletop game I find that looks pretty fun, and drag my friends into it with me. Hi, I'm the guy who drags my friends into it with me. I'm Alex. I'm going to be the game master of this particular game, which is Killer Ratings by Ken Lowry. It is an independent video game. It's available for $10 on itch.io, or if you act within the next 2 days or so, it is part of the TTRPG bundle for trans rights, which is $5 and has like 500 games in it. Go get that, it's for trans rights. Anyway, hi, that's a long intro. It's me, Alex, I'm the guy. With me are my friends. We have Atwas.
Hello, you cannot escape me. I am inevitable.
And we have Kristen.
I heard there'd be ghosts.
There are indeed going to be ghosts, and we are going to find them in a totally original series on probably the History Channel or A&E or some shit like that that's going to be in the background of the AT&T store. Anyway, so Killer Ratings is a one-shot improv collaborative storytelling game playing out a trashy paranormal finders TV show. We are the members of the cast and crew of said show, and our ratings have been declining lately, but we're about to go into the most haunted motherfucking place in the entire continental United States. Where is that? We don't know. It's a collaborative storytelling game. We're going to figure that out as we build. It's pretty easy to build and follow along, so just watch, listen, put us in the background if you want. It's a Twitch show that's going to last a couple hours, and the screen's going to be mostly this. So, like, if you have us in the background, I don't care. I don't mind. Lurkers, you're seen, you're valuable, you're heard. Anyway.
Or maybe you hear us, rather. We don't hear you because you're lurking.
I mean, we don't hear you because you're not saying anything in chat, but in our hearts, we know you're there.
In my heart, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm. You're a valuable part of every Twitch streamer's chat, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Alright, so, first step of making a fun night of killer ratings and a spooky ghost show is to make characters. Luckily, it's very easy in this one. Basically, you pick your archetype, fill in some details like name and relationship to all the characters, and then do your stats. The archetypes that they give you, as examples here in Killer Ratings, are the face, basically the main person who's in front of the camera narrating things. The camera person, who is the camera person, basically the assistant director calling the shots. The charlatan, who is like the psychic or the supernatural talent, or the one making shit up by feeling vibes or like picking up strange sensations, that sort of thing. The face's buddy, some tag-along whatever, who is friends with the narrator, the on-camera talent. And the academic, who is more likely than not a skeptic, but is there to sound smart and have some, quote-unquote, legitimacy to the proceedings, talking about, well, ghosts could possibly be this or this other explanation. So,
alternatively, maybe it's just that your floor's not level, so your door keeps swinging open.
Alternatively, your floor's not level. Alternatively, the wallpaper's peeling. Yeah. So, with those archetypes in mind, they can be expanded to a whole lot of different, like, sub-archetypes, like charlatan could be a psychic, a televangelist, or a crackpot scientist. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with ideas for character from Kristen, because let's face it, you're playing Sybil Cordova.
I'm playing Sybil Cordova. It's all she's... Listen, modern-day Sybil Cordova is peak ghost hunter. I've always envisioned modern-day Sybil Cordova very specifically as being, like, an influencer that does ghost hunting. So... So, she's probably a face, but she probably also thinks she's psychic. Can I do both?
We have a small enough crew here that I'm sure you can do both. Guess what? The archetypes don't matter aside from the just general direction for your character.
She's the face, but she thinks she's psychic. She's not.
Absolutely, she thinks she's psychic. All right. So, that is step 1. Done. You have a character name and archetypes. Atwas, do you have character name and archetype?
Okay. I was concerned that I would have to be a face, so I was thinking about that, but I don't have to be, so that's good.
You don't have to be a face. Sybil Cordova's here.
God bless you, Sybil Cordova. I mean, it's always good to have a camera person. That seems like a pretty important part of any ghost hunting show.
This is true.
Generally speaking, yeah, you can't have a ghost hunting show without a camera and someone to talk into it about how spooky ghosts are.
Valid.
So, the question is, do I make a camera person, or... Sybil, do you want your dad behind the camera?
Oh my god! Yes! Delightful.
I'll play Kit Sullivan with a camcorder.
Kit Sullivan with a camcorder. Great.
College AU real.
Oh my god, actually though.
College AU real.
College AU real.
Delightful. It's fine. This YouTube show is gonna really take off.
It's really gonna take off.
Delightful. I love it. Okay.
Right.
Who here is your friend? Gosh.
Here's your yeah, it asks you some thought starters for defining some relationships between characters before you start. Everyone has, who here is your friend? Or who needs putting in their place? And then there's a third one that's unique to every archetype. Except the charlatan and the camera person, who for whatever reason share who's your go-to for off-the-record nasty comments.
Apparently they just expect that the charlatan and the camera person are gonna be just dishing to each other.
Oh my god.
Well, you see, my friend is my adopted dad, who's a senior and I'm a freshman.
Perfect.
God.
Yeah. So the game recommends 3 to 5 people plus a director. The director is me. We don't have a third person, so I guess I'm gonna also be playing. It's not going to matter that much, I'm gonna be honest.
Woo!
Yeah. My character, we made a couple of references already on this stream, but one of my quote-unquote favorite ghost hunting shows is Paranormal Home Inspectors. So, in the absence of anyone who is a home inspector, I believe that would qualify as the academic.
Yes!
So, I am playing Casey Abrams, home inspector, utterly uninterested in being entertaining.
Carbon monoxide in the air and radon in the basement.
Could this be vibes of ghosts? Oh, someone left the thermostat down at like 60.
This door that they say doesn't have a lock?
Yeah,
it has a lock on it.
It has a lock on it. There were shadows on the wall. Yeah, that was someone walking in the hallway.
Blame everything on our invisible boom operator.
The boom operator obviously is there. He's also the worst.
Yes, just the worst. He's constantly getting in the shot. He is ruining my light. And there isn't much of it, so like, do you mind?
God damn it, boom guy.
God damn, boom guy. Delightful.
All right. So, technically this is one of the last steps, but it makes the most sense while we're building characters to do this first, I think. You have 2 stats. You have Provoke and Survive. You got 5 points, divide them between those stats. They have to have at least 1, so you can't have 0 Survive, Sybil.
I'm not going to give Sybil 0 Survive. I want her to live.
A likely story.
I'm looking through. Okay. Provoke. You may not be strong or smart or likable. If you're an asshole on a reality show, you're an absolute wizard at provoking a reaction in someone else, whether living or dead. Provoke is great for scaring up the restless dead and bad for making rational decisions. Well, I mean, I guess I will give Sybil a 3 in Provoke and a 2 in Survive, because that feels correct.
Alright.
Listen, Sybil Cordova loves to throw herself into danger, but she is at least relatively good at not dying in most universes that don't involve scarecrows. So...
Or barns.
Or barns. Listen, she survived all other universes with barns. Barns are not automatically a requirement for Sybil Cordova's death. It just happened that way.
Her kryptonite.
Her kryptonite on a barn.
Takes a debuff to her defenses. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
All right, I'm gonna go with 4 survive and 1 provoke, because that just seems correct.
Yep, that sounds correct.
Alright. In that case, I'm gonna go with 2 survive. Sorry. 2 provoke, 3 survive. So that we don't have 2 very boring people who are not good at provoking ghosts. Alright.
Fine, I'm here to provoke enough for both of you.
That would imply that there are ghosts that need provoking. It could just be, someone turned down the thermostat.
Boo! Boo!
Alright. Next up. Well, some place is haunted and we gotta figure out where.
Hooray!
Hooray. Alright, so there are 2 D10 tables that we all roll on to determine where the haunt is and what happened there. And from our results, everyone discusses and decides what is the most interesting or fun thing that we could investigate out of all those.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
So it's not strictly up to the DM. I'm just here to do other things. It's fine.
Alright.
Alright. I rolled a mansion with a witch hunt, literal or otherwise, that happened in it.
But
Ooh.
I gotta... Ooh?
Oh, I literally just rolled, like, the most stereotypical thing. An industrial site that is profaned sacred ground.
Nice.
Fun. That's just most industrial sites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got prison with a tragic accident, which I don't want to do because that sounds boring.
Yeah,
depressing.
fair.
Understandable.
All right.
So,
So it's either mansion with witches or industrial site with profane sacred ground.
Both are good.
Both are good. I'm kind of feeling mansion because you can just, provided they're rich enough, you can just have all sorts of batshit rooms and nonsense no matter what. Oh yeah, we're gonna go through the bowling alley.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right. I'm feeling that.
Or the indoor swimming pool. Or... So yeah.
Okay.
All right, I went with mansion with witch hunt, literal or otherwise.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right, so with that combination picked, everyone goes around the group, adding on at least 2 details for the location and cause of haunting.
Atwas mentioned there being a bowling alley, and I'm very attached to the idea of there being a bowling alley. So
Yeah.
I really like the idea of this thing, like, not being a super old mansion. It's more, it was abandoned in, like, the 70s.
We can determine if it's abandoned or functioning, actually.
Ooh, good point. Ooh, good point.
However, but Nouveau Riche Mansion definitely works.
Mm-hmm.
I probably pronounced that horribly wrong, but it's new money.
All right. That's a good question. Is it abandoned?
Well, I can flip a coin to determine if that is the thing. That is one of my duties as director.
Oh boy.
Might as well.
Might as
All
well.
right. So, I don't have a coin on me, but I do have a dice. Odds is functioning, even is abandoned. Fell off the table. Even! Abandoned it is!
Yay!
Yeah.
All right, abandoned 70s mansion. Delightful.
There is a terrifying hedge maze.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Wonderful.
Oh, so if it's a 70s mansion and there was
A witch.
a witch hunt of some kind,
Mm.
there was a great big party one night that was supposed to be a sting operation to find communists.
I love that. Oh, that's so good.
All right. Good.
Good.
And was this actually a hideout for communists? Good question.
Good question.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, we can find that out when we were exploring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else?
Hmm.
At least one more thing each.
Yeah.
I need something more supernaturally.
Okay.
Love me some communists. What about this makes them? What about this becomes paranormal?
Yeah.
Communist witch hunt.
Well, everyone was found dead when the police finally arrived on the scene.
Ooh. So many people died here. How exciting!
Oh, good for our ratings.
How good for our ratings!
Man, that's haunted as fuck. Let's go.
Wow, that's horrifying. Let's go. Wonderful. All right.
There's been people have reported like weird lights and like howling coming from the mansion, but nothing is ever there.
Ooh. Okay. Even though the mansion is abandoned, it still occasionally gets packages.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, I want to change mine.
Oh.
It has an Airbnb listing, but nobody knows who manages it.
Oh, that's great. That's so good.
That's how we're here.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, we rented out the Airbnb.
I'm going to stay in this haunted Airbnb.
The world's most haunted Airbnb.
World's most haunted Airbnb. Hooray! Delightful. I love it.
Excellent.
All right. Okay.
All right. So, last and certainly not least, we need to pick the name of the show. What good is a ghost hunting show if we can't say it at the beginning and ending of every commercial break? Alright, so this is two D20 tables that everyone rolls on and picks their favorite name. My default is Ghost Finders, which is not technically on the table, but basically whatever is cool or silly enough out of all the things we roll, that's what we do.
Okay. I got Spook Inspectors.
Spook Inspectors is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Nightmare sleuths.
Ooh.
Paint Wranglers.
Paint Wranglers?
Paint Wranglers!
Paint.
Oh my god.
I've never heard the term haint before today.
Alright, I'm looking it up. It's not haunt, it's haint.
Haint.
Alright, a haint is a type of ghost or evil spirit that originated in the beliefs and the customs of the Gullah Geechee people, descendants of African slaves.
So it's a fun word, but I
don't
like
think
it.
we should be the ones
Yeah,
using it.
Yes.
It's very funny, but...
But knowing the source, I'm like, no.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay. What was yours, Atwas?
Nightmare sleuths.
Nightmare sleuths. Nightmare sleuths are spook inspectors.
Spook inspectors.
Spook inspectors.
Spook inspectors.
Spook inspectors. Delightful. What a great name.
All right. So begins the adventures of the spook inspectors in The Mystery of the Kami Mansion.
God.
All right. So, Act 1 begins. Thank you for the follow. As Act 1 begins. Yeah. The basic gameplay for Act 1 of Killer Ratings is we go room by room, describing some features of the room, like including the vibe, spooky sight. Everyone gets to add a feature. I get to keep track of them as director for reasons. And once we've described the room and played around in it, as you know, our characters being the what I want to say qualified, but probably not, spook inspectors that they are, then we roll provoke.
Ooh.
All right. And for full disclosure, a room can be anything. It can be outdoor spaces like courtyards. It could be an entire building if we want. If there's like a side shed we determine this mansion has, that could be a whole ass room. What's important is it has defined boundaries and at least 2 entrances. One you enter from and the one you exit through. But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna establish as director what the first room is. All right, gang. Welcome to Manor Rosé, aka the Kami Manor, aka our Airbnb for the night. It's apparently one of the most haunted places in the continental U.S. Where in the U.S.? Oh, you know. Anyway, can we get a visual on the patio here, like out in front of the manor? See what kind of things there is, because apparently there's packages that get delivered out here. There's got to be some spooky vibes or sights here in the patio area. Yes?
Yeah, you've got it. Sort of camera pans over, sort of like you hear something drop. Fuck.
Yeah. Always remember,
great.
I'm gonna be out here in the van if you need me, munching on some
Are we
Cheetos.
rolling?
You're gonna be
we're
rolling in
getting
a minute.
B-roll.
Describe the fucking patio for me, God.
Okay.
We're getting B-roll. It's fine. There's something under the mat, I think.
Under the mat.
That doesn't hide a package.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a package shittily stuffed under like a rotting fucking doormat for the front door.
Interesting.
This patio is not up to code. The doorbell is one of those old like pull cord doorbells that you pull down and then it makes a sound that was supposedly a bell at one point, but it's definitely not now.
Ooh. There's a lot of like deck. So we got a bunch of like deck patio chairs from like the 70s. which means that they actually look kind of cheap, kind of plasticky. I am looking at an exact. I don't know how to describe this exact image, but I'm just like, I know what this thing looks like, and it looks really dumb.
Ugly patio chairs.
Ugly patio chairs. They're very old and rusted. It's interesting because, like, even though they're old and rusty, they actually, like, aren't, like, it's like they're dirty, but you can see that people have been sitting in these chairs.
Okay. All right.
Zooms in. They're still cheek prints.
Yeah.
Zooms out.
Cheek prints.
Cheeks.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. B-roll. Boom guy. Get in position. Can we get camera on Sybil, please?
Camera swoops over to Sybil Cordova at, like, you know, an ominous, like, sort of lowish angle. She's all dramatic.
Here at the most haunted Airbnb in America.
Interesting. As you can see, Sybil, like, walks up the stairs. You know, these steps seem a little wobbly for a place that's supposed to be a vacation hotspot, and she, like, puts her hand on the railing, and then, like, immediately, like, almost trips and falls, like,
most definitely not up to code, I would say, especially with these steps, which does not provide a good vision for the rest of the house.
Yeah, that's because ghosts don't need to use the stairs.
People, however, do.
That's true. Then why are the reviews so good on Airbnb?
and Sybil, like, turns dramatically toward the camera.
Dun, dun,
There's
dun.
that, like, mixed focus zoom where, like, the background goes far away, but Sybil gets close to the camera. Then it goes back to normal. You see just Kit gives a little thumbs up.
Okay. This feels good.
All right, perfect. Thanks for the shot. And then, under his breath, Casey mutters, it would probably be because of bots. They are rampant across Airbnb.
Should
All
we
right.
open the pack?
It's not ours. That would be rude.
But also a ghost package. No, I'll think. I'll leave it alone.
We should probably open the package. All right. The package is opened.
It's opened.
And I will say, this qualifies for the hit of part 2 of how to go through every room in Act 1. Once the players have milked the room's potential for wild speculation and interpersonal drama, have them all roll provoke. If any of them were particularly outlandish or remarkable, roll 2d6 and pick the best roll. But would outlandish really qualify until we determine what is in the package?
Yes.
Ooh. Would be a good thing for a weird haunted package. Oh man.
Creepy doll.
Creepy doll's good.
Creepy
Um,
doll.
Creepy doll.
Yeah.
And her little doll dress is stained with blood.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah. Love that.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good shit. Good shit.
This appears to be a doll that is covered in blood.
Ooh. Sybil immediately, like, throws the packing peanuts aside, holds up the doll.
Tell me your secrets.
A doll covered in blood. But whose? And will our blood soon join it? What do you got for me, doll?
What do we have?
Zooms in on Sybil
Zooms
holding
in
the
on the
doll up to
doll.
her ear.
You can tell me your secrets. It's fine. I won't tell anyone. So, and then she, like, winks to the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boom guy's mic gets into frame and is just
Boom
getting
guy!
closer to the doll.
Boom, guys, stop interrupting our moment.
Boom guy slowly raises the mic back up. All right. With that, I say roll provoke. Rolling your level of provoke or lower is a success.
All right.
Ooh. Okay. Level of provoke or lower?
Yes.
Got a 2.
Cool.
Nice. Fail for me.
Fail
So
for
I got.
Casey.
Yeah.
All right. As you zoom in to the doll's head, it just kind of the head was previously being held like kind of limply in place by gravity and the force of Sybil's mighty hands, and then flop, it flops over to the other side.
Was that a nod? Oh my god, are we gonna be friends?
Sybil looks to the camera. You saw that, right?
The
Hey,
camera
Boga,
just
can
sort
we
of
add a
shakes
little
up and down.
sound?
Spooky synth, spooky string.
Oh, that's some spooky synth. I think it's a good start. What do you think?
I think it's probably a very terribly made doll, given that it appears to be made from the 70s and has degraded materials over time.
How dare you say that about Elma? Don't listen to him. You're beautiful.
Pan over
Elma
to
has no
Casey.
response.
Wait, are you saying that you're also a doll inspector?
Oh my god, are you
I-
also a doll inspector?
I inspect many things.
Cameron just nods up and down again. Thoughtfully this time.
Thoughtfully this time. Yeah. In the corner, there's just this hashtag, I inspect many things.
All right. Do you want to come with us, Elma?
This time Sybil's the one nodding the doll.
Sybil's obviously nodding the doll.
All right. Shall we go? After all, we can't leave our Airbnb review if we don't. Turns to the camera. Enter the B&B. I can sense adventure and haunting and hopefully ghosts. Definitely ghosts. For sure ghosts. You know, work for the job you want. Let's go.
Woo! All right. So the director decides what the rooms are, which means it's all up to me what's there. Logically, the first thing that's going to be past the patio and the front door is the grand foyer of this 70s mansion.
Okay.
And one thing that's immediately apparent that I'm going to detail about this grand foyer, now that I am player as well as director, there are a lot of, like, taxidermied bears
Oh,
scattered
God damn
all
it,
around.
same fucking brain cell, actually.
Fuck yeah!
God, yes. Excellent. That just means there's twice the amount of taxidermied bears.
Twice as many taxidermied bears! A shitload of them!
Ah, no wonder so many people died. They couldn't bear to be here any longer.
The camera just shakes from side to side. No.
Yeah. Casey shakes his head. No.
Wonderful. So as this is a 70s mansion, there's that paneling that only wood paneling that only goes like
Yeah.
halfway up the fucking wall, all
Yeah.
the way along the sides. But several of the boards seem kind of loose, almost like something could be behind them. Also, of course, the wallpaper, a lot of like, burnt or orange floral patterns, some of which might kind of look a little itsy-weetsy bit like skulls. Just if you squint, though. Kind of Rorschach test or whatever it is. The one with the ink? The one where you have to... Yeah, see, because I see skulls. What do you see, Casey? You're the boring one, so...
I see peeling wallpaper.
Two bears high-fiving.
Yeah. I also see, I'm gonna add two aspects to this, because I'm crazy like that. Yeah.
Oh, getting wild.
Yeah. I can also see that the electricity is definitely not up to code. The lights in this particular room are flickering on and off.
Kind of surprised the lights are on at all. Speaking of, camera zooms up to the ceiling. It's all mirrored.
Huh.
You get a little wave camera in front of Kit's face. You barely see him.
Yeah.
Say hi, everyone.
The boom guy waves very, very broadly. Not
Pat,
you,
pat,
boom
pat.
guy, says Casey, pushing him away.
Well, I mean, the electricity should be working since it's an Airbnb, assuming our host wants to have a functional Airbnb. Or do they? Maybe by the end we won't be the ones functioning because we'll be dead.
They did say breakfast would be included.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
What do you think it'll be?
I'm hoping for chicken and waffles.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Ooh, yeah. Good call.
Hmm.
An aside, we should go to the kitchen at some point.
Oh,
Absolutely.
100%.
Assuming I let you. Anyway.
Oh,
Well, the mirror can't unsettle me because I'm gorgeous.
Can we get a shot by the bears, please?
Of course.
Sybil like skips on over to the bears and then just like, proceeds to do like full on like selfies with duck lips. I'm like, ooh, look at me.
Duck lips with the bears.
put your like hand in a bear mouth.
Yes.
It's so big
Yeah.
compared to me.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
Can you
Perfect.
put your head in a bear mouth?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, that is definitely provoking. Let's go. 2d6, everybody.
I got a 4.
I got a 5 and a 6, so nothing.
2.
Oh, I got to roll 2.
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
Damn.
Man,
Alright.
Sybil shoves her head into this bear mouth, really excitedly hoping this is going to be the time that a scary sharp-toothed monster finally takes a bite out of her. And when it does not happen, she looks a little crestfallen, but she rolls with it.
Casey's provoke is 2. We got 1.
Oh, we did? Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, let's
Yeah!
go.
All right. So, Casey is also trying to have some fun. I'm going to climb on top of this bear to see if I can get a better look at what's behind the board. So he climbs on the bear, and there is this deep, loud sound that emerges as he touches it.
Ooh, the bear is hungry.
This bear is dead.
You see the boom just slowly drift back down into shot. That's the reason we picked it up so loudly. Swoops back up.
Yeah.
Then explain the growl.
Boom guy.
Gerald!
Gerald the boom guy.
You know what? I like to think that's not even his name.
Oh, it's absolutely not his
They
name.
can never remember the boom guy's name.
Gerald, Jeremy, Jordan,
Jerry.
Jackson.
They called him Brittany
You
once.
know. You look like a Logan today.
At no point has he ever told them his name.
Of course not. And Sybil
Love-
would not
love that
learn
for
if he
him.
told them.
Yep.
Okay, well, this is exciting and all, but I think we should move on.
All right. The good news is I got a decent look at what is behind these boards. It looks like there is a secret wine cellar with a secret passage in here. So we could go to the kitchen, but secret passages often contain very interesting things to establish and see if they're up to code.
Secret passages, secret passages, secret tunnel. Let's go.
All right. There is a secret tunnel that leads down into room number 3, the wine cellar.
Ooh. It's pitch dark. After a moment, like there's a little filter comes on the camera, going all night vision,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and you know, it fumbles around. You see like a hand come out like in front of the camera lens, grabs like a little pull cord for like one of those shitty like bare bulb lights, and then flares to life. Detail for the wine cellar. Detail for the wine cellar.
Definitely.
There is a, there's like, I don't know, like half an inch to an inch of standing water.
Oh, my shoes.
Yeah, this water is definitely not up to code. I would probably do some resealing of the pipes in here if we're going to turn this into a Airbnb with a good review.
The camera nods, zooms in. Do you think the pipes are lead?
Oh, absolutely. I think they're lead, and I think they're very degraded lead.
Is that bad?
Yes.
Zooms back out, wide
Yes,
shot.
it's bad.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, all that's in here, aside from us, are ghosts, so they can't be hurt by lead. Sybil has never realized until this moment that lead is dangerous. It's like, is it lead in pencils?
Let me put it on a Sybil understanding scale.
Okay.
There's copper wiring.
Okay.
That's safe.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the other end of the spectrum, there's asbestos. That'll kill you.
Mesothelioma.
If you or your loved ones have contracted mesothelioma, ask your doctor. Yeah, and then somewhere in between that is lead.
I see. Oh yeah, didn't they use asbestos a ton in the 70s?
Oh yeah, that would
Oh,
probably
it's all over
explain.
here.
Yeah, that would probably explain the uncomfortably like rotten, almost like rotten fabric smell that I'm smelling in this wine cellar.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Do you guys ever like walk into a room, breathe in the air, and like taste particulates?
Yes. Oh, it's the worst.
Rotten fabric plus that, perhaps.
Oh yeah.
A little spicy. Hits the back of the throat, real good.
Mhm.
Tasting notes.
It's like, well, this is disgusting. So I hope I at least find some wine.
I'm hoping you do too. There should be certainly features about the wine cellar that would include wine.
Yes, indeed. So Sybil proceeds to the wine rack. She pulls out a little. So she grabs her own phone and then like turns on the flashlight to kind of use it.
Mm.
Okay, let's take a look here. Stop, take a quick selfie. Okay. There's a camera on me already, but listen, with this kind of light and in this kind of scenario.
You need something to post to the show's Twitter.
Exactly. You gotta think about branding and social media presence. It's super important. Ooh, wine. Alright, so she pulls out like a couple bottles of wine, which are of course absolutely disgusting and dusty. Dusts off the wine, and similar, once again, it's like the label has like it's not faded at all, even though it was absolutely coated in dust, but the label is like, once again, like orange flowers that are kind of in the shape of a skull. Like, ooh.
You see a hand. You see, like, hear like a brief jingle. You see a hand reach into frame, and to Casey hand like a multi-tool that has like a fucking bottle opener on it.
Bottle opener. Right.
If you'll do the honors, Inspector.
Of course. Let's see what could possibly be in here after, well, not 40 years. Certainly they'd age wine for longer than that, but let's see. Bottle
The
opens.
more age the wine is, the better, right?
Bottle opens. Spiders crawl out of it.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Ooh, friends!
Oh my god. Does Sybil just hold it as the spiders crawl out every...
She's a little cautious, you know, because some spiders are poisonous. But once you can see, it's like, from what she can tell, they're just like, oh, adorable.
Yeah. Those spiders look poisonous. Please don't eat them.
Fine, I won't eat the spiders.
Can I get the camera on me for a bit of education, please?
Yep. Sort of camera zooms over, you know, does like a mid shot that's like, you know, official looking and proper and prim. Hold steady.
You see, there's actually a difference between poisonous and venomous. Poisonous basically means the bloodstream or some other part of the body itself contains a toxin, whereas venomous means that the toxin would be injected or otherwise delivered into someone else's bloodstream by the creature. So, a poisonous spider, if you ate that, you would die. A venomous spider, if it bit you, then you would die.
Okay, good to know.
Are you
I
a
think I would be
spider
venomous.
inspector too?
You know, I've come across a lot of spiders in my home inspection duties.
That makes sense.
Love that.
Hmm.
Love that for you.
Yeah.
Sybil takes another look at the bottle.
The date on this bottle is for this year.
Huh? Camera like goes into like sort of like an overhead, which isn't too hard considering Sybil is small, and like zooms in on the bottle in her perfectly manicured hands.
Gestures like she's on a game show.
Sure enough.
The boom mic gets into shot as if that'll help. See it better.
God damn it, Jerry!
This time you hear just a thud. Kit punched him in the arm.
Ow!
It's gonna go under music anyway. It's good for the sting and anyway.
Anyway.
Interesting. I wonder if they're all like that. No?
Sybil like there's like a clinking noise as Sybil kind of looks over and like kind of brushes more dust off.
Well, no, they all go back. There's some from this year, but they go back pretty far. Ooh.
And it looks like there's not just wine in here. Looks like there might be some Smirnoff vodka.
Ooh.
Sybil grabs the Smirnoff vodka.
Okay.
So,
It's really funny because Smirnoff is made in Illinois.
Those damn
And then
Illinois
it's owned by a British company.
so Sybil like grabs the bottle, pops it open.
Who dares me to drink the ghost vodka?
We
Wait,
don't
spider
need to
check
dare you.
first.
Spider check first.
Smart.
No spiders.
She- No spiders. Okay, down the hatch.
All right,
If I
you
die,
drink
I
the
die.
ghost vodka. Let's go.
Ghost vodka!
Vodka!
I'd say again. That's with 2d6.
Oh yeah.
I got a 5 and a 6.
6 and 5. Rip.
Rip.
5 and 4.
Wow. Oh my
Aw.
god.
Are you telling me this was a dud?
Yep,
But
this is a
ghost
dead
vodka,
room.
spiders. Motherfucker.
I cannot fucking believe Sybil drinks ghost vodka and comes out completely unscathed.
Union mandated break. It says, setting down the camera briefly, like fiddling around in a camera bag, coming out with like chipped enamel mugs.
Yeah.
Give me some of that ghost vodka.
Hell yeah.
Hands one to
Oh, yeah,
Casey.
yeah.
Well, I doubt this is ghost vodka, as ghosts are unlikely to drink, but I will happily take the vodka. Cheers.
Ghost totally drink. Blink.
Ghost.
Woo! This was very important.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, 30 seconds were up. I think if we tear any longer, the director will be on our earpiece. Let's go.
Yeah, it's me. Hello, I'm on your earpiece.
Hi!
Yeah, great. This room's a dud. Can we go on? Is there another secret passage in here?
I think I can only assume this wine cellar would lead to the kitchen, so we can go there.
Yeah, sure. Go
oh my
ahead
God,
and see what's
oh
in
my
the
God,
kitchen.
oh my God,
Maybe it's not
oh my God.
boring as fuck.
Oh my god. Can there be a dumbwaiter that Sybil takes up?
Yes!
Yes, it's a dumb waiter up into the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, a dumbwaiter! I've always wanted to do this.
Sybil immediately like fits into the dumbwaiter, gives a little wave.
This may be the last time you see me alive. Probably not, though. I'll see you at the top.
Bam! Hits the button.
Chung 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 chung. The dumb waiter grinds its way slowly up, and then ding, doors open into the kitchen.
Woo!
Well, we'll just take the stairs and go the long way.
Sybil patiently waits to get out until they make it to the top of the stairs, because you need the role of her getting out of the dumbwaiter, otherwise.
Yeah.
there's no
Well,
point.
okay. We get the role of her getting out of the dumbwaiter. Then Kit like raises a hand. Wait a minute. Runs back downstairs so you can get the POV shot of going up in the dumbwaiter. I hate this job sometimes. And also rides up in it.
It's
Sorry,
fun,
that was-
right?
Kitchen.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry,
right.
I probably should have used my phone. My bad.
The kitchen, the kitchen is definitely not up to code, but this time it's on a more personal level. All these tools look to be rusted.
Alright, maybe I rescind my enthusiasm. Hopefully we have pastries or something instead for breakfast, because that's a health code violation.
Yeah, maybe they'll just bring us Krispy Kreme.
I do like Krispy Kreme.
Hmm.
Boop, boop. Surely there's like a pantry or fridge in there. Can someone tell me what's in there?
I am going to open the fridge.
All right, talk to me. What's in the fridge?
Time.
Pops it open.
A skull.
Wait, what? Tunk, 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 tunk. Camera like moves around, zooms in.
Yeah, I think it's Coyote Skull. Sybil like grabs it out of the fridge and like waves it around. Welcome to my 70s home.
Thank you, our gracious host. What's your name?
Steve.
Yeah, I thought so. Every skull they find on this show is named Steve.
Yes.
Every single one.
Sybil has taken more than one home.
Yes, absolutely.
She has a collection of Steves on her mantle.
Steve's.
Let's see here. But actually, so the Coyote Skull is the real prize here, but actually I'm seeing a lot of tiny bones in here.
Like, you'd assume they were just animal corpses, but usually animal corpses aren't this, dismembered and organized.
Say, Casey, you wouldn't happen to be a bone inspector, would you?
Bones are not part of my area of expertise, unless you're talking about the bones of the house, which is the foundation.
A sage nod from the camera lens.
So would you say this fridge isn't up to code?
Most certainly not. I can smell something in there, and that's probably a sign of mold.
Oh yeah, it's in here.
Speaking of, there's a loud like ding from one of the like those old timey like analog timers. Oh, you know the one you could like hold up to your ear as a kid. You could hear it like that, and an oven door, like the smell of baked goods is in the air.
Oh.
Someone's been baking.
Someone's been baking something. It definitely smells like pastries. Oh my god, maybe they'll make us donuts. Maybe the ghosts are making us donuts. Are you making us donuts? Because we asked. That's so sweet.
I would
gonna
be cautious if there was someone making donuts in this kitchen, as again, not up to code.
Sybil walks over to the oven.
All right, well, there's only one way to find out what they're cooking,
And then she proceeds to, just open the oven. Whoop!
I imagine that
enthusiastic, I
the
knocked
owl
my
is also
headphones
part of
off.
opening the oven. She just slipped while opening the oven door.
Yeah, I enthusiastically waved my arms in the air and knocked my headphones off my head.
Oh
I was very in character.
no! Incredibly.
I'm gonna. Wait, no, I probably can't say that. I feel like that would be a roll to see if it's a dud or not. Damn it.
We can say what it looks like.
I was gonna say there's nothing in there.
Okay.
But would you allow that?
I can say there's nothing in there, and if it turns out there's something that comes up with provoke, then I can work with something.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's nothing in there. Still smells real good though.
Mm-hmm.
Sybil sniffs the air.
Sure smells like they were baking something tasty. Hello?
Sticks her head, almost sticks her head in the oven as she like looks into it.
Sybil!
Sybil! Oh yeah, let's go. Sybil, continuing to cause provoke rolls. Let's
Oh
go.
my god.
4,
2.
5. Jesus.
6. So.
All right, another success though.
Yeah.
Oh my god. A hand reaches into camera frame to like grab Sybil by the collar of her blouse and like take her back. Sybil, what is wrong with you? It's still on.
Yep. One of the oven dials turns and starts getting hotter while Sybil's in the oven.
Oh,
Oh.
gas flame from inside. You could like see the
Yeah.
blue and everything.
Yeah,
Oh.
gas flame starts up.
Oh wow, that oven is still functioning.
And this, crank, 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 is why slams door shut. You need a home inspector.
Why? This oven works.
It shouldn't with someone in it and by itself.
Thank you, Home Inspector Casey Abrams.
Hashtag
Well-
Home Inspector Casey Abrams.
I almost just got cooked. But by whom?
Possibly, because it's not quite time for Act 2, as Casey inspects the dials. Possibly by water damage, because it looks like the dial slipped a little bit when we were turning it and opening the oven door to check what the source of the baking smell was.
Okay, but would a gas stove still be functioning this long after the supposed abandoned nature of this place?
If one refilled the gas, then yes.
I mean, I guess it is supposed to be a functioning Airbnb.
Like a phone gets pulled out like in front of the camera lens. There's a bit like of a focus adjustment, and a thumb swipes down on the settings and like it clicks the Wi-Fi settings, and there's like active Wi-Fi. Someone's maintaining this. Swipes back up, locks, puts back.
Ooh.
The lock screen is of Sunil. Shh, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
The spookiest thing possible. Mysterious Wi-Fi signal. Da-da-da.
Hey, if there's Wi-Fi, you think you guys can find a router somewhere?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's go look for the computer thing.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay, okay, out of character, because I'm excited. And do you think there are like Soviet spy cameras still installed and shit?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, is there a
Probably.
surveillance room?
Yes!
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Alright.
Casey, you're a home inspector. Where would you put an IT room, closet type deal?
Ideally, it would be in a centralized location, one that does not have to pass through too many sources of interference. Those would be walls and the like. And somewhere where I could easily, if needed, get Ethernet cables to various rooms of the house to expand the router's range. Somewhere like... knock, knock, knock. Here. Looks like another secret tunnel into a surveillance room of some kind.
Yeah.
Ooh. Are we about to find secrets that the government doesn't want us to know? Like ghosts? Let's find out.
So, in we go.
In we go. All right. There is a surveillance room. It's got another secret exit off in the other corner, and it's pretty small otherwise, but there's a lot of like monitors in various rooms of the house. definitely one of the cameras was from the mouths of one of the bears in the grand foyer.
Yeah.
All the keyboard and like indicators on monitors all have Cyrillic on them. So definitely Russian or Soviet era.
You know, if we could get like the recording from these cameras, that would make some great footage for the show.
Ooh, good idea. The camera starts like looking around for like VHSs or some shit or like tape recorders. I
Maybe
don't
even like
speak
vacuum
Russian.
tubes.
Ooh.
Ooh, vacuum tubes.
This is a big fucking cassette. No, dude. There's like 5-inch floppies.
No.
Yeah. You ever watch War Games?
I
Oh my
actually have
God.
not.
They're that big? The floppies are that big?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, they were.
It's,
Yes, they are.
I retract my detail. This is a big room because if it's a 70s era computer, then it's fucking big.
So Sybil picks up one of the giant floppies. She coughs.
Why do they have all these save icons stacked on top of each other?
Sybil.
Yes?
Save icons are modeled after floppy disks.
What? What the fuck is a
Yeah.
floppy disk?
What
you're
you're
holding.
holding.
Oh! Wow!
Or you had to find out like this.
Wow! Technology is amazing and horrifying. Truly, we're losing a sense of history.
God. Oh, here's something. One of the monitors, one of like the big fucking like big ass CRT monitors, is like constantly flicking between different views, almost as if it's on an automated timer, just a few seconds per view. On one of them, as it goes through like its third loop, one of the screens is completely black, and then it continues on.
What do you think the black room is?
You think that's a room of its own?
Maybe.
Sybil proceeds to, hit some buttons. This does nothing useful, of course. Completely useless.
Oh, I think this button changes the thing.
And she starts, like, pressing the button.
Oh god.
Boop, 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 boop. God. So she hits the button for the foyer, and there is a dark figure like in front of the bear camera. You can't
Oh my
see;
God.
it's just a shadowed figure.
Oh my god, it's a ghost, it's a ghost, it's a ghost!
Camera swings over. This is like a blur of a figure,
Yeah.
and perhaps it vanishes.
There's like this burst of static and then it's gone.
Ghost, 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 ghost! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Where do you think they went?
Well, it would be very easy to check. We have several cameras,
I know!
and none of them show the figure.
Alright, as your camera person, I have to say, if these things have been running and reusing the recording media for, dozens of years, it's probably just burn-in of some sort, so don't get your hopes up. Actually, do get your hopes up. I feel like that's what the director would say.
Okay, right.
Get your hopes up.
Could it be a ghost is following our footsteps? Are they worried that we think? Do they think? Excuse me. Let me read it. That. What if they think we weren't going to give them a 4-star review? Excuse me, 5 stars. I think it's 5 stars on Airbnb. It's been a
Yeah.
I always leave
Thumbs
5
up.
stars. Yeah. Worried we won't give them a 5-star review. Or
God.
maybe they want to use our blood for the wine cellar. Ooh. Let's see if we can find anything else in this room.
Ooh, I got an interesting fact we could also add to the room.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of the monitors flickers, and it is a shot of the group going through the wine cellar on loop.
Oh, this is of us. Damn, I look good from this angle.
Garrett, you're in frame again.
I wonder why this is looping.
All right.
Is
I'd
our
say at this
ghost-
point, we roll provoke to see if there's anything spooky about this room.
Ooh. All right.
I rolled a 1. Let's go.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah,
All right.
success.
2 successes. Let's go.
The only
Woo.
time Sybil doesn't throw herself into danger.
All right. So the loop of the group in the wine cellar bursts into static again, and there is once it clears up and goes back to the start of the loop. Is that a 5th person with them in the footage? And then it's static again, and it's a shot of the group in the surveillance room. And is that a 5th person with them in the footage?
Ghost! Are you here?
The camera sort of like navigates up until it's pointing directly at the source.
Sybil rushes over.
Ghost! Are you here? I want to talk to you!
There's nothing there.
Ooh. Camera does a through like a from Sybil's face does like a 360 sweep of the room. Ooh.
Well, Mr. or Mrs. or non-binary mix ghost, I don't want to assume. If you are here, you can talk to me at any time. But,
Hey, congratulations. Looks like you got a ghost caught on tape. Summarize what just happened and give us the sing out for a commercial, okay?
we have explored this mansion and found all kinds of strange phenomena, but perhaps most scary is the shots we didn't capture ourselves, but the ones that the mansion got of us and our mysterious host. Tune in when we come back for our exciting adventures as we try to meet our mysterious host Spectre in Spook Inspectors.
And then the logo comes on screen, and it's the first commercial break.
Yeah.
All right, so during the first commercial break, this is check-in time, both in and out of character. So we see how's the story developing, how good we feeling about this, what trends and themes do we see emerging, what's working. Characters could be thinking something completely different than us, too. Basically, just a quick discussion of, all right, what are our crackpot theories now, and how can we heighten the tension and the provokes in Act 2?
Okay, my crackpot theory. So, you know those, you know the instances of, like, those Japanese soldiers from World War II who were, like, sequestered on islands in the Pacific and didn't know the war was over? What if there's like a living Soviet spy who doesn't know the Soviet Union fell in 91 and they're still here? And they're the one behind all of this. That's my crackpot theory because it's just bullshit nonsense. So there you go.
But they also run an Airbnb.
They also run an Airbnb.
That's how you lure in unsuspecting lush Americans with their Western desires.
Right.
Cold War's still on. Yes, thank you. Exactly. It'll be the end of them. Everyone knows the ultimate form of living is a concrete commie block.
Excellent.
I say affectionate. I've spent time in a concrete commie block. Anyway. So
Anyway.
Yeah, there's me.
Good. I like that a lot. I mean, that's really good.
I have another crackpot theory.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a lot of, like, nature symbolism, like the floral pattern is skulls. There's a lot of bears in the thing. There's coyote skulls and tiny bones and whatnot. What if there's, like, a druid that's cursed or haunted this place?
Oh, I mean, if you didn't know about Druidcraft specifically, you probably think it was a witch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that's fun. I like that. I like that. We have a lot of we ended up being very focused on like both the wine cellar and the kitchen, and we ended up discussing, you know, the breakfast a lot. So we're really focused on the breakfast part of this bed and breakfast. And I feel like obviously I put down the years on the wine cellar. This is all to say I don't think the guests make it to breakfast because they probably aren't.
Then who's leaving the review?
Who's leaving the reviews?
Ooh. I like that.
Then who's leaving the reviews? Well, you see, that's the thing. Once people die, they're cursed to forever just be trapped on the Airbnb website leaving reviews.
A fate worse than death.
Fate worse than death.
It's really terrible.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Right?
God. I need to get water because I'm out of water. So can we do a quick little actual break while I get water and stuff?
Sure, yeah.
Thank you.
This commercial break has turned into an actual break. We'll see you in a few minutes in Spook Inspectors.
Yeah.
And welcome back to Spook Inspectors in The Mystery of the Kami Mansion. When last we left off, we found Ghost on camera. Maybe.
Ooh, maybe.
Which now begins Act 2. Functionally speaking, exact same mechanics, but the major difference is escalation. The rooms get weirder, the features get darker. In all things, we go harder. Because the only thing more important than documenting the first definitive proof of life after death, a discovery that would rewrite the very DNA of human civilization, is making sure we're in frame when it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We gotta go to the bowling alley.
We gotta
Yeah.
go to the bowling alley.
We gotta go to the bowling alley. Alright. Speaking of weirder rooms, the bowling alley.
Yes.
How many lanes would you say are in this bowling alley that's in this mansion?
3.
Yeah.
Alright.
Still a lot for a personal bowling
For a
alley.
private alley, yeah, that's still big, but it's not like a major commercial one.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Mrs. Mix Ghost, I know you're in here, and until you talk with me, I'm gonna play a game of bowling.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. This is a feature idea and not a sign of provoked haunting. The bowling ball feels incredibly light as you pick it up, Sybil.
Wow, this is like, it says it's like 16. I got so strong! Doing Pilates has helped!
And then whenever you toss the ball, it rolls at like a slightly upward angle, like it's defying gravity. It's
Ooh.
visibly floating off the ground as it rolls.
Wow! Oh my gosh!
But does Sybil get a strike? Asking him the most important.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, camera following the bowling ball as it trundles down the lane.
She misses number 7.
Boo! But also, did you see that? It floated! You saw it float, right?
That is a floating ball, yes.
Yes! Yes! It floated! Here, see if any of the other ball, like that ball was like crazy light. Are they all like that?
I do not do Pilates, but all of these balls feel vaguely like the. Whoa! Not this one! It just slams to the ground like a sack of sand. Like someone poured in all the sand you could possibly fit into one sack, and that's about how heavy the ball is.
Wow, looks like somebody hasn't been doing Pilates. So Sybil, here, watch me. I'll pick it up, since apparently you're not strong enough.
It's really heavy. Your Pilates level needs to increase in order to lift this ball.
Well, thanks for helping me get my not strike, Mr. Ghost. Mrs. Mixed Ghost. I'm sorry, I don't want to assume. You can tell me your preferred pronouns at any time.
All right, let me try. There's like a shift as the camera gets like hitched to one shoulder, so you get the POV shot. Kit reaches down. It's really heavy, but Kit's really strong. He like slowly, almost shakingly, picks up the bowling ball. There's a bit of a jostle, and thunk, takes a few steps back and bowls it, but it starts sinking through the floor instead before it hits the pins.
So cool!
I don't believe that ball is coming back.
Yeah, I don't think they're coming back. I don't know. Let me check the ball return. So Sybil goes to the ball return, kind of like waiting for my super light ball to come back to make me feel strong again. Then she like kind of knocks the ball return, and there's kind of a tumbling noise. And then what comes out is, of course, another skull.
Yeah.
Ooh. This one is a guy, actually. This one's a human skull. Do you think it's real?
That does not look like a regulation bowling ball.
No,
Yeah, probably wouldn't have a very
does
good spin
not.
on it. Should I pick it up? I'm gonna pick it up.
Nothing we say is gonna stop you. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Sybil picks up the skull.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ah, Horatio, etc.
Yorick is the skull. Horatio is alive and a
Oh.
friend of Hamlet in that scene.
Oh,
He
is
was
it?
Speaking to, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
Etc. Yeah.
We'll put it in post. It's fine.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
I think this is real. I think this is an actual human skull.
Beep boop beep. You want to bowl with it?
Yes.
Oh my god.
In a show of flagrant disrespect for the dead, Sybil's like,
I'm gonna keep doing this until you give me your pronouns, ghost friend.
and she just tosses it.
You just toss the skull like a bowling ball as it rattles down the lane. That's definitely a provoke. 2d6, let's go.
I want to say, that's gotta be a strike, right?
I got a 3 and a 2.
Okay, still one success.
And a 2.
All
So
right,
just the
one
one.
success. All right, so the ball hits the pin, not the ball, the skull hits the pins. It doesn't knock any over, but it just like rolls on top of the front pin as the others collapse into place and then rise back up, looking like a skeleton made of bowling pins and a skull.
What? Oh my gosh! Wow!
This is the best day of Sybil's life. She's so fucking excited.
Mr. Gold, this is so cool!
The bowling
You're
pin
getting
skeleton
this
falls
right?
down into the pinhole.
Oh!
Yeah, that counts as a strike.
Yes! strike. Turns out I'm pretty good at bowling.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
That was wild, right?
Yeah, got it all.
Got it all?
Yeah, there's a thumbs up from the boom guy as he sticks his hand in frame.
Did you just see slapped out of the way by his hand? Not only the boom, but your hand as well. I mean, come on, Jeffrey.
Have some professionalism, Jeffrey.
You get no Christmas bonus, Jeffrey!
Oh no!
No, Jeffrey! Okay.
I think we've got. I don't know if there's anything else we could do, but I feel like we've gotten our money's worth out of the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or mileage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boop, boop, boop. Isn't there like a spooky hedge maze or something outside?
Oh my god, you're so right. There is. I almost forgot. All right. Let's check out that hedge maze.
Yeah, let's find a side door or something in the backyard.
Yeah. There's definitely a side door that leads outside towards the hedge maze. Gotta put this detail down immediately. There's topiaries in there. Topiaries are mostly bears.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Naturally. Yes.
Oh my gosh, ghost friend, your sense of decor is so consistent. Wow.
The hedges are like perfectly maintained. Like the bushes and shrubs are all cut at like perfect 90-degree angles. Not a twig or leaf out of place. Oh, it's well used.
It's well used. Ooh. Well, I guess there's nothing to do but see what we find. Into the maze we go.
All
Actually,
right.
wait. Hang on.
Wait. No. You go ahead. I'll, Jared, come here. Help me with this drone mount, would ya?
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Fucking, let's mount, let's fucking send a drone up to get like a good top-down view of us going through the hedge maze.
Thanks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Top-down view of the hedge maze. What shape does it look like?
Oh my god. It's gotta be like a star and hammer and sickle and shit.
Yes!
Yeah, let's go.
Gotta go back to the Soviet. Yeah.
Yes! All right, well, in we go. For the motherland? Let's go.
All right.
Onward!
The hedge maze is 100% well maintained. Like everything looks like well tended to, well loved even by whatever is maintaining this place. But not the house. Casey looks over and is like, I don't maintain hedge mazes. This is out of my expertise. But if they hired whoever did this to maintain the house, I'm sure it would look better.
I mean, I'm sure a gardener isn't quite the same as, a groundskeeper, rather. As you know, I am rich, so, groundskeeper, technically, they could probably also do repairs, but they aren't necessarily always the same, skill set.
Nods, takes another left in the hedge maze.
Just keep going left. Always go left.
Yeah,
Always go
yeah.
left.
The camera swings around. You get the crouch view. It's walking backwards to keep you two in frame as you converse.
Now, as you know, when you go through a maze like this, you always keep left so that way you don't get too lost. No matter what, you'll eventually come to an exit. You just gotta keep your hand on one wall and just keep it on that wall as much as you can, considering that these are hedges. And as Sybil does this, she goes to, pat one of the hedges and then immediately sinks into the hedge.
Okay, so she pulls out and definitely the hedge kind of feels like it's grasping to pull her back. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Maybe we don't keep our hand on the hedge maze, because I don't want to hold hands permanently with a hedge maze.
That seems like a good idea.
Casey,
Yes?
have you also counted that we've just turned left 4 times in a row? As the camera spins around, there are no more exits in the little area that we're in.
Architecturally, this is very puzzling.
Yeah, well, either way, we just gotta keep going, I guess.
You're doing great. I can see you guys through the drone. Not telling you which way to go, though. We gotta get some more of that good footage.
Of course. For the camera and for no other reason, I'm slightly nervous about this, but that's fine. Mr. Ghost, if you wanna, I guess if you hold hands with me with the hedge maze, I can make an exception for you. But, we're just gonna keep doing our little walk until you come out to play.
God.
Right.
Blush emoji, blush emoji.
Blush
What if we held hands in the haunted hedge maze?
Yes!
Blush emoji, unless blush emoji.
Listen, I wasn't feeling holding hands with the hedge maze at first, but if it's you, Mr. and Mrs. Mixed Ghost friend.
All right, let me go in first so we get a good shot of like the branches around the camera as you come in. All right. So yeah, camera trained on Sybil and Casey get like sort of like backs into the hedge maze, sort of like melds back through it. You gotta get the shot. It's
Gotta get
important.
the shot.
You gotta get the shot.
All right.
No. I don't know where the exit is anymore.
This definitely sounds like a provoke.
Yeah. Oh, I got a 1. Let's go.
All right.
2.
Oh,
3 and a 4. So
3 successes.
3
successes.
successes.
Oh
Oh,
All right.
yes.
So, everyone's just kind of backing up to the hedge maze to get that shot. You gotta get the shot.
no!
Oh,
And
yeah.
there's a rustle, and arms pop out of the hedge maze, like very thick, burly ones, like covered in huge work gloves, grabbing everyone by the shoulders. Oh, no, please, no, God, no.
Oh, fuck, it's the proletariat.
I don't actually want to hold hands. I was lying.
Sybil, why did you say that you were rich?
I'm sorry for leading you on.
All right. You yank away, and as everyone links away, the hands also rip away from the hedge maze, revealing like skeletal stumps at the end of where the arms are.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right. Maybe, and like there's sort of like a slight lean in with the camera. Let's maybe not advertise the fact that you're a member of the bourgeoisie. Sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Just a hand reaches out from the lens. Pat. Wait, where's that doll? Weren't you carrying her?
Sybil just kind of glances down at her empty hands. I don't know where it went.
The sound of children's laughter echoes through the maze.
Yeah. Let's go.
I want to leave the maze. I want to leave the maze. Let's leave the maze.
Yeah. Hold on. We can edit this out later. Kit like pulls out his phone, like drags down, moves to an app that shows like a remote view from the drone, and is like, all right, a left, 2 rights, and just follow me. All right.
Okay.
He fucking uses the drone. Get us out of this fucking maze.
All right. You get out of the maze, and it looks like you found the secret exit of the maze, which leads to a trap door.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, there's definitely a dungeon of some type in there. Go in and get some good shots.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Director, yes, director. So, Casey sort of swings camera back around, pulls out to like the interview mode kind of framing. What are the standards when it comes to trapdoors and secret passages from a home inspector's point of view?
From a home inspector's point of view, they would have to be pretty heavily reinforced in order to not collapse in or be otherwise incongruous with the rest of the house so as to cause structural damage. However, we've seen some structural damage here already. Again, of course, that would depend on what is beneath these trapdoors, these dungeons or secret passages. Given that this is the 70s, I can imagine some swinging stuff went down in this dungeon.
Okay, well,
Gerard, would you get the trapdoor, please?
thank you.
He just puts the boom next to the trapdoor as he opens it, so it creaks as loud as humanly possible.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Sybil's
perfect.
calmed down by this point.
Okay. Well, will this be a fungeon or a dungeon? Let's find out.
Okay. I'm sorry. I have to give you some deep lore. So, back in ye olden days, when I had a Team Fortress 2 team that I sort of helped manage, I was in charge of paying for the Mumble. Which, for people who don't know, TeamSpeak and Mumble were like the way people talked on the internet before Discord. And I had a private admin channel called the Fungeon, Atwas's Fungeon, that if people were not behaving, quote unquote, I would drag them to the Fungeon and be like, "Hey, yo, knock that shit off." So, yeah, there you go. There's your deep cut for today.
This is some
Creep.
delightful knowledge. Thank you.
A creaky, damp ladder descends down into the darkness. It's the kind of ladder where you know like attic ladders where you like pull the cord and drag them down.
Yeah.
It's like that. Yeah.
Ooh. Well, down
The
we
night
go.
vision comes on the camera.
This may be the last time we ever see the sun if we're not careful. Let's go!
Yeah.
Yeah! All right. You descend down into the dungeon of the mansion.
Dun dun dun.
Vibes down here are real bad. Like,
Yeah.
there's this almost tinnitus-like sound that's echoing through the dungeon, and it's very annoying, causing headaches as you head inside.
God, as an avid user of subsonic tracks to make people uncomfortable, I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah, calling out never going home over here.
Thank you, my man, freesounds.org, recording of Bronze Object in the Wind, for giving me, like, the best, worst track to make people feel uncomfortable. A+. Listen, I've literally, like, had that on after you. I'm like, God, why do I feel so anxious? Oh, right. Secret tunnel.
To the dungeon.
Secret tunnel!
Sorry, go ahead.
There is a sense down here. I don't know how to explain it, but if you can see, I have goosebumps, and they will not go down. Oh.
Yeah, the night vision camera zooms in. It gets like the, chicken skin that Sybil's experiencing.
Oh.
I can see a breath actually. As the camera sort of like moves and pans, see like the puffs of vapor go out into the air.
Yeah, it's a lot colder down here than you'd think. I don't think we went that far down. Whew. Mr. and Mrs. Nick's ghost? Are you here? Would you like to talk to us? I'd like to talk to you. I thought you looked really good when you were a bowling ball skeleton. Thought it was pretty neat. Do you want to play bowling and discuss economic choices?
Here's if I may, an additional detail,
Oh yes,
I guess.
yes, of course.
As we move along through the corridor of the dungeon, we get into sort of like a more open room. Think the vibe of like any of the recent Resident Evil remakes of like an underground or dungeon room, that vibe. And it's just like the walls are lined with like these old ass like Soviet era rifles, like Mosin Nagants and all sorts of that shit. There's like a work table with like what looks like maybe a brick of clay, parentheses, it's C4. Like, you know, in the midst of being constructed. It's like a fucking like armory down here.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's a lot of guns. And squints. Is that a brick?
Don't touch it. Don't. The camera like shakes as like it runs forward and like. No.
I promise I won't touch it. I promise. I promise, Dad, I won't touch the weird brick.
All right, Georgia, take that boom off the ceiling.
All right. Casey looks around. This place is definitely not up to code for holding this amount of weaponry. I'm sure this would involve a massive amount of fines if this were to be discovered. And I smell something. Some of the mounts on which these guns are hanging, they look like they're covering blood. These guns were definitely used.
Yeah, no, yeah. And the camera will sort of like bounce forward a little bit as Kit walks, you know, sort of smooth walk, forgotten, hand reaches out to one of the hold this, will you, Jordan? Sort of hands the camera off to the boom operator, and you see like Kit sort of like blurrily in frame as he takes one of the bloodstained Mosin Nagants, sort of like sort of opens up the chamber. Yeah, there are first off, these are loaded. Second off, there's some bullets missing. Third off, closes it back off, puts it back on the wall. Terrible gun safety, as I'm sure a good friend Casey would. Takes back the camera, tell you and inform you of.
Yes, these guns are ready to go off at any moment with improper handling. Or deadly but proper handling, if the case may be.
Ooh, maybe.
That really...
Maybe Mr. Ghost is trying to make a ghost army.
Oh god.
Could it be that he wants us to join his ghost army? And that's what the Airbnb for? It's for recruiting ghosts for his ghost army?
You ever see that movie 80s, I think, 84, Red Dawn, that sort of thing?
No.
I saw the remake. It was bad.
Oh, yeah, they tend to be. But was this a staging area for a Soviet invasion of the United States?
Could be. If this was the staging area, what happened to the people who were supposed to stage it? Is that what happened that final night when all of the people here died?
Another like mixed focus zoom in as the background like shoots off into the ultra background.
Dun dun dun! That dun 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 sounds like as good a time as any to roll provoke. Let's go!
Yeah!
1!
1.
Oh, 4. It's only 2 successes.
Alright. All right. There's a dun dun dun, and then a loud it sounds very close to the microphone too, which not great for anyone listening. But one of the guns has gone off. There is smoke coming from it. And
Shaky cam.
yeah, the camera shakes, points towards the gun, and it looks like it's floating in the air. There's another bang, and in that flash, a manifestation appears. Yeah. A pale, burly man, slick, combed back black hair, a cigar in one hand, a bottle of Smirnoff vodka at his belt, a Mosin Nagant in his other hand, and a hammer and sickle also on his person.
Yes.
Yeah. The ghost has manifested, and just in that flash, it is gone.
Can I add something?
Yes.
The cigar smoke and the smoke from the gunpowder, it's in the shape of a bear.
Yes. All right.
Well, I think that's officially proof that the ghost, Mr. Ghost, is here with us right now in this room full of guns. Find out what we're gonna do about that when we come back from commercial here on Spook Inspectors.
Oh, fuck! The only other language I speak is German. God damn it!
All right. Cut to commercial with the logo. All right. Second commercial break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as a group, we determine the one coherent narrative of the haunt's history based on all the clues and manifestations we have seen. And then there will be one final location based on that, with only one entrance and exit, the way we come in. And that is where we will do the final provoking of the ghost. But first, so there was definitely a hunt for commies at La Mansion de Rouge, and it went horribly wrong.
Little did they know, the commies were hunting them as well. The most dangerous game. The hunting of the bourgeoisie.
Hunting of the bourgeoisie.
Oh no, Sybil's rich.
Yeah. Okay,
No, fuck.
so a party was called the night of the witch hunt. I'm imagining it was for the bourgeoisie.
Yes, of course, to lure them into this trap.
It's like one of those, big ritzy Hollywood parties. Oh shit. Maybe. Okay, consider. The idea, the party, it was intentionally tipped off to the police and the Senate. McCarthy himself was supposed to be here.
Yeah. In the 70s? Yes, don't worry about it.
Shh, details.
Shh, McCarthy himself
We're-
was supposed to be there.
We're in an AU.
We're in an AU. Let's go. All right. So the police were tipped off about the party and the communists that may have been there. How many people did they send?
As in the police? How many
Yeah.
how many
How
people
many
did they
people did the
send?
police send? Did they send in the full cavalry and McCarthy, or did they send in like some patrol cars? Or-
Oh baby, it was like full up, completely army surplus squad in here, I feel like. Because otherwise, why would we need all this like C4 and rifles and shit like that? Like,
Yeah.
all out war.
All out war. Yeah, it was a bloodbath. There was a gunfight. It smells awful in there, but the smell is masked with baking.
They had just baked some treats for their guests.
Ooh. Here's my detail. Honey is something that's featured pretty significantly in a lot of like Russian and Soviet desserts and stuff. So it's like honey and bears, and it all is. Oh my god.
Mm?
We were gonna have bear claws for breakfast.
We're gonna have bear claws for breakfast.
Bear's claws. Can we still have bear claws?
I think we have to get out of here first.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
They're out of bear claws.
Yeah. All right, so the reason that it was an absolute massacre, the guy, I don't want to say it's the one who owns the house that did this necessarily. I think it's the guy who took over. I think the groundskeeper was like burly
Ooh, yeah.
ex-Soviet Marine.
Real proletariat hours.
Yeah.
You know, the muscles of the working class
Yeah,
out here. Yeah.
and when people came to arrest communists, he just like had a war flashback and went full on Rambo.
Yes.
Yes. Delightful.
My guy. My guy.
So, like, all the bodies were, like, meticulously hidden. Like, most are in the hedge maze. Some might have been used as food to survive the siege. That's why there are bones in the kitchen.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. Can we say perhaps the skull was misidentified? It's either like a dog skull or a bear skull.
Yeah, we can. We
Okay,
can.
Yeah.
okay. Bear
Did he have
skull.
did he have a trained bear?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. He had a trained bear.
Классно! Пошли! Let's fucking go!
Yeah. That's the bear that the camera's in. His pet bear was made a tribute.
Oh my god,
Oh my
yes.
God.
Okay. And you know, maybe that comes in with the with the whole doesn't know that the Soviet Union fell. Maybe he died in the siege and doesn't know it. And so as a result, he has no idea that the Soviet Union no longer exists. So he's cursed to haunt these walls and continue his terrorizing of the proletariat. But you know, we like an industrious ghost. And as a member of the proletariat, he would be industrious. He would learn things. That might be why the Airbnb entry kind of read like a Craigslist entry with like a lot of exclamation points
Yeah.
and like no articles and like in all caps. It's fine.
Yeah. And, yeah, he's an old guy using technology.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
God. And not to be that person who's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna glorify, you know, fucking Vatnik propaganda, but like, if you've ever seen like any like Soviet propaganda of like the worker, we're talking like built, chiseled, you know, absolutely perfectly put together, glorious like working blue collar man. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Delightful.
All right.
Okay, that's me. Sorry.
Cool.
Oh, that's great. I love that. I'm trying to figure out how the doll works into it.
Yeah,
That's the
saying
only-
because the doll, it
Ooh.
feels like, is a missing piece of the puzzle.
A relic of the previous monarchy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yo, what if they're in a ghost feud?
Ooh.
What if there are monarchist ghosts that are like, you know, fucking around with this proletariat guy
Yeah.
and they've like been in a ghost war? I don't know.
I
don't
love
know.
that.
The-
I'm here for ghost
The ghosts
war.
of the Romanovs have been chasing down the symbols of their oppressors.
Oh my god. Sybil. The name is Anastasia.
Oh my gosh. It all makes sense.
It's all coming together, baby.
all coming together. I like this.
I like this.
Okay.
Do you concur, Doctor?
I can
Yeah.
go doctor.
Can I get some harumps?
Harumphs.
Harumph.
All right.
Okay.
So, I think we got a narrative. I think we got a decent narrative. So, where would we be able to truly pierce the veil between this world and the next? Truly get a good shot of the people's predator?
In terms of like which room?
there's gonna be a new room, so
Ooh. Mm.
A ballroom. That's where the party actually was.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the side of the party. It's where all the death happened. That would be the place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Delightful.
Love that.
Okay, so that is the last and final room, the ballroom. One way in, one way out. Perfect for the site of a massacre for commies and those looking for commies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is the final provocation going to be to summon this ghost into the world for the sake of the camera?
Oh, that's really easy.
Yep.
I'm gonna write a bad review on Airbnb.
Can I perhaps
Oh.
add something?
Oh.
I think, well, it's a ballroom.
Mm-hmm.
Sybil and Casey should dance.
We should dance.
The walls are mirrored.
Ooh,
It's perfect.
that's perfect. It's a good idea.
And then at the very zenith of your, fucking choreography, you click send on the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen,
Excellent.
Sybil uses all of her talents of texting while doing just about anything to type out her Airbnb review while dancing.
Excellent.
Thank you, T9.
Yes. This is a brilliant idea.
Oh god, there might be people watching who don't know what T9 is.
I actually don't know what T9 is.
Oh, it was like the shorthand of texting, like before it was all, full
yeah.
ass keyboards where
Yeah,
it was like,
yeah.
you press certain things certain number of times, it would
Yes.
fill in for you. Yeah.
God, it was the worst. Fucking worst.
It was the worst of times. It was the worst of
It
times.
was the worst of times.
Terrible.
It was just the worst of times.
So,
yeah.
is Casey a good dancer?
Oh no. Terrible. But, alright, we've got our method. Let's cut back from commercial and find ourselves in a ballroom.
All right. We're back here for Spook Inspectors, and we have come to some conclusions, some theories, which you may think a theory, perhaps that's not a set fact, but I don't know if you know this about science, but actually a theory is actually close to being correct. If it wasn't correct, it would be a hypothesis, but it's a theory because I know I'm right.
There's a hand in front of the lens doing like the rolling get on with it kind of gesture.
Yeah.
Right. So, we have realized this home, the groundskeeper, was an old Soviet, the peak Soviet working man. He was here for Soviet infiltration into here in the U.S. to fight the American scum here on their own turf. But this place also had influence from the rich people over in Soviet Russia. Sybil's like kind of looking at her phone to check Wikipedia a little
Wikipedia.
bit. She's like, I heard.
Cut to B-roll, cut to B-roll, describe the ballroom, describe the ballroom!
Yep. The camera starts panning around the ballroom.
This is where the trap was set. Our groundskeeper lured his enemies into this ballroom for a grand final party, a grand show. All of the best were here. The rich, the famous, McCarthy himself in the 70s.
Yeah. Like,
All right.
along with the walls being mirrored in this ballroom, I'm gonna add on. There's a disco ball in here.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, amazing.
Thank you.
So,
God, yes.
and here's the thing. So he had this party,
but the government, they knew that the Soviet spies were amongst them. So at the height of this party, at the height of this whole thing to take out the bourgeoisie, that is when the police showed up. It was a whole-on sting operation. Bullets flew, blood splattered. Our groundskeeper passed, as did everyone else in this room, including McCarthy. That's how he died.
It's
Correct.
canon.
It's canon.
No one actually knows what happened to McCarthy, but I know! And so, but here's the thing. After those shots rang out, our groundskeeper, he couldn't give up on his mission. His mission to end this Western opulence. He didn't even realize he died. He was that focused on his mission. And so he still seeks to bring the rich to his Airbnb, which is why it's so fucking expensive. Sybil holds up her phone. Look at how fucking expensive it was to spend the night here. Ridiculous. I don't even think they're really gonna provide us breakfast. But anyway, we were lured here because, you know, I could afford to go to this B&B. But little did he know that I am a more discerning customer. So I'm gonna type up a little review. But while I do that, I think we should get into the mood. What do you think, Casey? Shall we dance?
I'm not exactly a trained dancer, but
You're going to dance.
Okay, I am going to dance. All right. So the dance happens. The disco ball spins ever so slowly as it does. Shadows that look like men dance along the wall alongside Casey and Sybil. There's some faint music in the air that seems to be coming from nowhere. A Russian opera singer is singing said music.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Our host, while he was very polite and did his best to entertain us with his private bowling alley and his delicious smelling baked goods, in the end, I felt that this was not worth the price. He offered a rich fare, but in reality, I found this Airbnb to be pedestrian. 3.5 stars.
If I may,
Yeah.
Yes.
as you dance, Sybil. And it's so natural because that's just how dances go. Someone cuts in.
Oh no!
All right. As you hit send, Sybil, you are no longer holding on to Casey. Casey just kind of falls over, but most importantly, you're staring at 7 feet of peak Soviet physique, covered in blood, hammer and sickle grasped in his hand and also technically yours, staring down at you with wild eyes and a crazed smile. He speaks in a booming voice. Do svidaniya, American. Beep, boop, beep. Get the fuck out of me! All right. It is now time for the finale. Now I get to play as the ghost and try to kill everyone.
Sir, yes, sir!
All right. So you're going to be retracing your steps, room by room, rolling your asses off as I go try to kill you.
Oh no!
Yes.
Yeah. So, in each room, you roll 1d6 and add your provoke rating. Whoever rolls highest draws the ire of the ghost.
Oh
Oh no.
All right. Okay. Well.
1d6 plus 1? Sir, yes,
Yep.
sir. Here we go. 3 total.
I got an 8.
6 total.
Go.
All right. So, Sybil, as you start to run, the ghost hurls his sickle through the air like a boomerang. It cuts through the rope holding up the disco ball, and it comes crunching down towards you. So, you have a couple options. One, you just straight up get hit and take a point of survive and damage.
Okay.
2, once per game, you describe what you do to negate the attack, and if it's awesome enough, you just take no damage. Or 3, you may spend 1 point to provoke by diverting the ghost to attack someone else instead.
Oh.
Ooh.
God, okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, so consider. So Sybil screams, but consider Gerald's always getting in the way with his boom mic.
No.
It cannot be Gerald.
Damn it! Damn it. Okay.
His
and that-
NPC energy is too strong.
his NPC
Gerald just
energy is
T-poses and avoids all conflict. Yeah. Like, Gerald's there to pick up the camera if Kit dies.
God
Exactly.
damn it, Gerald! Okay. Well, I mean, Sybil is small, so, I'm trying to think of, like, unfortunately, she's small. If you can dodge a disco ball, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. She's small, so, she tucks and rolls.
Tuck and roll! Is that your avoid?
That's my avoid.
Cool! You're down in a void. The disco
Great.
ball crashes into the storm of glass and light. It dazzles the room around you, and before you know it, you find yourselves back in the dungeon.
Oh, good, it's full of guns.
There's a loud as all the guns load themselves.
Oh, no!
5 total for Casey.
I got a 9.
5 total. Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah, this D6 tends to roll high.
Oh no!
It's great for some games.
Great for some games, not great for this one. Well, I guess I'm gonna get shot.
All right.
If you want to give up a dot of provoke and redirect it to Kit, that's a thing. He has 4
He
survive.
does have 4 survive. He'd want to protect his daughter.
Yeah.
I will give up 1 provoke and give it to Kit Sullivan. I feel
Cool.
very bad about it.
Good.
I'm so sorry. Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Excellent. All right. So, play out how you shift the ghost attention onto your unfortunate coworker.
Oh my god, no! I will say, I don't think Sybil would do it on purpose, but I also know she's a disaster, so she's more likely to trip or something and then just have Kit try to push her out of the way. She's like, well, that's what I think would happen.
All right.
I'm just like,
Tuck and roll, but it's like Kit taking Sybil along with the tuck and roll as
Aw.
shit fires off. Is that good?
Yeah,
I
that
think
works.
that makes sense.
The Mo's and the Gods go off, and Kit, you are struck directly in the shoulder.
Oh, fuck.
The camera like shudders and like jolts and then goes back into like a more steady position.
All right.
He's still in it.
He's still in it.
He's still in it. Sybil, your provoke is now 2. Kit, your survive is now 3.
Sir, yes, sir.
All right. Casey hauls ass up the stairs, kicks open the dungeon trapdoor. It's not up to code, he yells, as he ushers everyone to go forward into, oh shit, it's the hedge maze.
Oh no!
All right.
I'm gonna be mean and have the hedge maze be 2 rolls,
Ooh, all
because it's
right.
that big.
In that case, I rolled a 2.
Hello?
Oh wait, 2 total
7.
rolls actually, so Ghost will attack twice is what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I rolled a 2 and a 7. Ooh, yeah.
All right.
Ah, fuck.
3, and 4.
Okay. I rolled a 7 and a 5.
Oh no! 2 attacks on Sybil.
I think I outclassed her because I rolled a 7 on the second
right.
one.
Oh yeah, 1 on Kit and 1 on Sybil then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Kit, as you run, there's rustling in the hedges. Skeletons crawl out, clad in old Soviet army uniforms, and they're clawing for you.
Fucking botniks. I'll take it. I'll just take it.
Cool.
So I'll go down to 2 survive.
Yeah. They claw at you and you are visibly bleeding. You are down to 2 survive.
All right.
And as you go, you continue running down the hedge maze and pass a bear topiary. The Soviet butcher floats past laughing, and the bear topiary roars, staring down at Sybil, going in to pounce on her.
Oh.
Sybil dives behind Casey.
Yeah, wait, what are you? Oh, there's a bear! Casey gets slashed the fuck at by the bear.
Sorry.
Everyone now has 2 points of survive.
Excellent.
But finally,
And I think-
Casey untangles himself from the bear and runs through, and everyone goes back to the side door into the bowling alley.
Oh no. I think my provoke goes down to 1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If you lose every point to provoke, you succumb to exhaustion and give in to the ghost. So, throwing that out there.
Good to know.
It just means you are so fucking tired that you are just too exhausted to deal with the ghost, yes?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chief, I rolled a 2.
Alright. 3 total.
Oh.
Okay. 2.
Alright. Unfortunate
Oh, no,
Casey.
Casey.
Oh no.
Alright. There's the sound of some loud rolling as the butcher has this full-on, pile of bowling balls and tosses them for Casey. I'm gonna use Casey's one defense. He's gonna panic, grab for one of the bowling balls that's near him, and hold it out as a shield. Woof, woof, woof. Turns out all of the bowling balls were the light ones. He's safe.
Yeah.
Yay.
Alright. Bam! Kick in the door into the surveillance room. Alright, forks. 4 total.
5.
So
That
to me
and
then.
Sybil again.
No, I got a 6.
Oh, 6, sorry.
Oh, wow.
Never mind, it's Kit.
Oh no.
I lied.
All right.
Kit, as you run through, there's this flash of static in your camera, and you see what could that be happening, and the world is flashing in static as well. Kit, you find yourself running through the monitors of the surveillance room. It's fucking weird.
Oh
Oh god. Shit. Fuck. I'll take the survive point, so I'm down to 1 and 1.
no.
All right. Down to 1 and 1 for Kit, as you shrug, run even without the aid of your camera, and then you come crashing through in the storm of glass as the monitors shatter in the surveillance room. You are cut up really bad.
Oh fuck.
All right. And then, opening the other door of the surveillance room, you find yourselves in the kitchen. The ghost is there already, sharpening his instruments.
Oh no. I got 6.
7.
6.
Oh
Oh no, Casey!
Casey!
Casey has 1 point to provoke that he can spare. But he's also got 1 point to survive.
He gets fucked either way.
Yeah. All right. So, in that case, Casey gasps in horror as his nightmare comes true. Not up to code cutlery goes flying his way and boom, 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 stabs him. He's bleeding real bad, down to 1 survive.
Oh, fuck!
All right. So, lacking any options, the door is locked. Everyone turns to the dumbwaiter and just dives down, crashing through it, down into the wine cellar.
I can't believe the dumbwaiter betrayed me!
Fell off the table. Fell off the table. 8.
5.
7.
All right. So, the ghost flies down, slashing through as bits of the wine burst open like champagne bottles, or wine bottles, obviously, sending this flood of high-pressure wine towards Casey. Casey ducks out of the way, doing a tuck and roll, and unfortunately, the closest person is Sybil.
That's fair.
All right. Everyone's down at 1 and 1.
Oh god.
All right. But there are only 2 rooms to go. As you burst out of the wine cellar into the grand foyer, you can hear the sound of bears roaring. 2.
2.
2. Oh, we avoided all.
Yeah, avoid it all!
Holy
Let's
shit!
go.
So, as the bears start to animate and rush for the crew, let's figure out how we bamboozle these fucking bears and get out unscathed.
I think Jennifer uses that boom.
Jennifer coming in clutch with the boom, sticks it in the bear mouth so it can't close.
Yeah, Jennifer!
Yeah, Jennifer! All right. Jennifer has bought just enough time for one final run. The decrepit patio of the mansion, where you hear one last click-click of a Mosin Nagant being loaded, and the ghost taking aim so he can get one last kill.
All right.
2.
2.
2.
Holy shit!
Yes!
Holy fuck!
Holy fuck!
Holy shit!
All right. Yeah. You swear it's the end as this killer, this man who caused a massacre of countless police officers, bourgeoisie, and one Joseph McCarthy is taking aim at you with a Mosin Nagant locked and loaded, one of the most deadly and accurate rifles the Soviet Union provided, when there's the boom mic slams down on the rifle.
Yeah.
Once again, Greg has
Jasper!
saved you.
Greg, yeah!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You slam the door shut of the front door of La Mansion de Rouge and run to the van.
Got it.
Yeah, got it. The director's in there munching on some Cheetos. Y'all look like shit.
The video feed of the drone like kind of like twitches and flickers as it dive bombs the fucking ghost.
Woo!
Go.
And so the van drives away into the sunrise. Now, it is the epilogue of this amazing season finale of Spook Inspectors, which means everyone has one last duty. Telling the audience what we all learned today.
I guess you could say we certainly had a red scare.
Yeah. I learned that even in America, the Soviets do not build things up to code.
Sybil's like picking glass out of her arm and she starts just cackling.
Well, we learned that ghosts are real. Bears are scary even after they're dead. Pilates makes you strong. And perhaps most importantly, McCarthy died in the 70s.
There's a very tired nod of the camera in the back of the van, and it swings around to show Jonathan in his full glory as the boom operator. A hand reaches out, pat on the shoulder.
Way to go,
Jonathan
Jake!
thumbs up.
Always appreciate the support staff.
Actually, my name is, and then the camera cuts out the credits. Yeah, and then, after the credits, the stinger. B-roll of the drone. It flickers to life after its glorious sacrifice against the ghost. You can see just the crackling, bad camera footage quality, because it's a broken-ass drone, of the Grand Foyer. And then, eventually you see the doll walking up towards the camera. It leans down, stares into the camera, and turns it off.
Yes!
Yeah!
And that was the season 3 finale of Spook Inspector.
Spook Inspector.
That was so fun.
What a game! What a game!
What a game!
What a
So
game!
fun. Holy shit. That was great. I loved that so much.
That was awesome.
Hell yes.
Delightful. Like just the right amount of silliness while still actually getting a little spoopy. So just the right amount of spook that it was inspected. Man.
And I love collaborative storytelling games like this where everyone gets the right amount of gremlin in them to create something truly amazingly stupid.
Yes, yes.
So fun. This means Sybil's review is the only one that's accurate.
The only one that's not a ghost.
The only one that's not a ghost review. Do ghost reviews count as bots?
Are ghosts robots?
Asking ourselves the really important question. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I just thought it was delightful. I am sorry I threw Casey under the bus, but Casey just threw Sybil under the bus, so it's all fair.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Everyone throws everyone under the bus. That's the mechanics of the game at that point.
That's the mechanics. He had more hit points than me.
And if you want the game, it is the TTRPGs for Trans Rights in Florida is still active. 1 day, 8 hours left. They're actually really close to meeting their goal of $300,000. So, yeah.
You can get
$5
this and like 500
picks up
other
a bunch of
things.
shit.
$5.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Drop the link in chat for you, because woo,
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah, this game was genuinely like super fun. Actually, it went along really well. I don't know. The whole structure of it is honestly like really great.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I have nothing but good things to say. I could see this game not really working if you're not playing with people who like doing collaborative storytelling, but you know, we all like to do that,
Yeah.
so it's not
Imagine
really a problem.
Getting a bunch of actors and writers and a friend group together to do a game of collaborative storytelling.
Wow.
Wow. Casey turns to the camera for the show and funding for your PBS station came from viewers like you. Thank you. Also, shout out to M who does things for the boom guy as a trained dancer, but nobody ever
God,
asked.
yes.
No one
Thank
ever
you.
asked.
God,
So
yes.
fucking good.
Living rent free in my head.
Listen, Jimmy's a great dancer, but we never asked him.
Mhm. Unfortunately, not eligible to be a target.
It's the first thing I was gonna do. But he saved us in the end.
Mhm.
Joe's a good man. He's a hell of a boom operator.
It's a hell of a boom. Listen. He may be in the shot like 70% of the time, but sometimes that's where you need him.
Yeah. He's got a bad sense of work ethic, but a great heart, that Freddy.
But yes, that was fun. Alex, your impression of oh my fucking god. Brian, your impression of Brian
really.
Home Inspectors is inspired.
Yeah. So what we've got here, the shower curtain appears to be out of date.
His his nightmare, he gets stabbed by rusty kitchenware that's not up to code.
Not up to code.
Tetanus.
Delightful. Kit Sullivan will do anything for his daughter, including
Correct.
going to get B-roll inside the fucking elevator shaft, even though he's very claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Listen, man, I was saving my one free negation just in case shit got fucked. I was like, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
Olaf. Smart, so we do it. Love him. Love Kit Sullivan. It's a good time.
Love Sybil Cordova.
I love
Love Casey. What a guy who inspects many
What
things.
I expect many things.
I fully believe once Spook Inspectors, stops having a show, he'll still get plenty of work, that Casey.
Yeah,
Prime spot on fucking one of those auction shows or whatever.
he just keeps going on shows about high personalities and has absolutely no desire to be entertaining.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
so fucking good. He's got a wiki.
Yes.
He's got a wiki dedicated to him.
Absolutely.
Because people are feral.
Sybil sometimes has him on Instagram just for fun.
Yeah, selfie with
post
the
on
homies. Sybil's doing this big ass pose. Casey's standing there.
Just standing there. Drinks with the boys. So fun. I have never enjoyed anything more than being a ghost show presenter, actually. Sybil Cordova gets to live her dreams. This is what she really wanted to do. It's like, but listen, she's a witch who, has sex with dark entities in the between, and that's also her living her best life. So these are the two opposite ends of Sybil Cordova living her best life.
The ultimate spectrum.
The ultimate spectrum of best life for Sybil Cordova.
Mm-hmm.
And for a fact, this episode of this show came out, and so many people were like, no, this is fake. It's all fake.
Oh yeah. I could do that in After Effects. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
I know that actor. That's my buddy. He gets hired in these films all the time.
Absolutely.
This big, perfect Russian working man.
God,
I really appreciate where we went with this witch hunt. That was brilliant. Just a stroke of
it's so good. Thank you,
Yeah.
Alex.
I was like, wait a second, I read The Crucible!
Oh, delightful. Yeah, it was super fun. I had a good time. Anyone can train a bear to do that.
Anyone, yeah.
You're so right. But yeah, it was good. And
Yeah,
we
thank you.
actually, so we were playing this like 2.5 hour John Carpenter style retro synth mix, and we lasted
Right at the end.
the
for me.
very end of the mix.
Yeah.
Like, damn. Timelines. You got
Shout out to my boy White Bad Audio. He is awesome.
It's great.
Oh yeah.
Love this. Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
It's fun. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. We will not be here next week because I'll be out of town. Sometime I'll be streaming something else. That just happens to be the schedule that's occurring here at D6 Tricks.
That's just how it be.
Mhm.
How it be.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.